Less than 2 weeks remain until we go back to Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix, which has now officially been confirmed, and with Epic Games giving us a sneak peek to the month-long Battle Pass and the skins included within it, even more intel is pouring out right now to do with what's happening before the end of Chapter 5 Season 4, so stick around until the end, trust me, you will not want to miss a single detail today. Stop, don't forget I'm an official Epic partner, so before you pick anything up from the shop, make sure to enter code FM1 inside there, being one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter, only 3 digits long. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug. After all, we got a giant cutout to show our appreciation to you guys rocking the code. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted, it could be showed on screen in the next video, so make sure you subscribe now with all those noties on, because after all, we try and give different subscribers every single day too, with proof for that on screen recently right now. Just before we dive right into the Chapter 2 Remix skins, which I know a lot of you guys will be on the edge of your seats to see, we have a few pieces of intel to go over regarding the end of Chapter 5 Season 4. Firstly, if you haven't been paying attention on the Battle Pass, this ends November 2nd, which obviously is the day where downtime commences, and then after it lifting, the same day Chapter 2 Remix releases. But did you know the last update of Season 4 is now confirmed, yes, after 31.40 being 31.41, and it has the end of chapter event take place in it, most likely dropping Tuesday, as you can see according to Hypex. Honestly, this makes sense with it dropping on the 29th being the next Tuesday, as obviously they don't want to reveal or have decrypted event files way before in advance for the likes of the Tuesday that just passed on the 22nd, which we know as of now the following details about in terms of this end of kind of chapter event, or getting us off the Chapter 5 island back to OG Chapter 2 Remix. Confirmed end of Chapter 5 event is a separate mode and not in regular BR, yet again indicating that it's gonna be a big live event expected on November 1st, and also mentioned on this previous post from Hypex, the Chapter 5 end event info, expected date November 1st again, but is set to have 6 phases, which means it's going to be big, and a post-event screen, and the countdown will appear both in-game and lobby. And with Epic Games only doing this for absolutely huge events that they want everybody to attend in the past, in-game, many people are wondering if the timer is going to be where we saw the previous one, as this kind of device that emitted it is still there. Well, apparently according to Blortzen, it's going to be in this pinpointed location, which from going in replay mode happens to be here, which seems kind of random in terms of an event timer location. Honestly, everything's kind of confusing right now, because as Hypex previously stated, the next update will be on next Tuesday. Sheena disagrees with him by stating the new update could be released this week and not next week as most people assume. Last week, Fortnite confirmed that they have an update scheduled for this week. They could have delayed it, but nobody knows for sure. Either way, one thing is for sure, and that's that Fortnite Mares continues until the very end of this season on November 2nd, with Agony and She-Venom being available tomorrow night. Or when these skins release, don't forget I'm an Epic partner, so enter code FM1 inside the shop. Literally takes 3 seconds, one of the shortest codes, and nobody's doing it like me and Charlie the Charcoal Pug, getting a literal giant cutout of our code to simply show our love back to you guys rocking it in the FM1 squad. And on top of that, finally confirmation for Leatherface, which will be releasing on October 25th, costing 1500 V-Bucks, with the Chainsaw Pickaxe 1200 V-Bucks, and the iconic Chainsaw Dance as an emote included in Pickaxe apparently, but the full bundle costs 2500 V-Bucks. This iconic Chainsaw Dance is from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and basically looks like this. Honestly, it's going to be really funny to see him doing this. And with that, leaving one more skin being Rave Mellow, that we know the name of thanks to Fortnite's article set to release that we saw in the trailer at the end, obviously the same thing as the key art. This correlates to Chapter 2 Remix, believe it or not, what was stated here to do with Rave Mellow in the Fortnite Mares article. And wait, did Marshmello combine with Raven for a monster mashup? When Fortnite Mares 2024 nears its end, Rave Mellow will enter the shop to remind you Fortnite Mares is only the beginning of the end of year party. So with that leading us on to Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix, which officially got revealed as this package was sent out to content creators, which you can clearly see a logo on it stating Remix with Chapter 2 underneath it, which is very similar to the normal Chapter 2 logo, but just with the Chapter 2 text pushed down, as you can see from putting them side by side, and the word Remix put above. First of all, you'll notice that this doesn't refer to this season being called OG in any regard, rather so Remix Chapter 2, which I thought was interesting for the month-long season. I guess they want to call it something different instead of OG, as people, if they call it OG2, will be literally comparing it to last year and being like, oh, it's not the same because it's not the Chapter 1 island, if you get me. Marshmello actually correlates to this, believe it or not though, as from looking at the image you can clearly see there's like a music tape that was sent out to content creators, and this is what it plays. A few cool remixes, but the one I want to show is the one of Chapter 2 Season 2 soundtrack. Because of Marshmello's involvement in Fortnite Mares, with this Marshmello skin releasing toward the end near Chapter 2 Remix releasing, obviously remixing as well this Chapter 2 Season 2 soundtrack, many people believe that a Marshmello concert may be integrated into the Chapter 5 finale event, kinda like we saw Eminem involved in the Big Bang, obviously transitioning us from the last OG season into Chapter 5 overall. And with us knowing a month-long season like OG, the first one we saw anyways, can only entail a smaller battle pass, which was the OG pass back then, which had 5 skins total. For instance, the OG Chapter 1 pass obviously had a max level of 50 in the battle pass or OG pass rewards, which included 4 different outfits between level 1 and 50, as Spectra Knight was the customizable or kind of secret skin that we see for the likes of a normal singular section right now with Doom, and then for the bonus rewards with only 1 page of superstars, this required a max level of 100 to unlock the 3 gold styles. You may be wondering why I'm mentioning that. Well, obviously it looks like that's going to be happening again for this month-long Fortnite Remix season, only 5 skins, some of which we already know right now thanks to the package again sent out to content creators, but looking closer at these pins right here. The first one I've zoomed in on, as you can see, seems to be a Midas and Meowscles mashup. As you can see, the Midas scar above Meowscles' eye. My thumbnail designer's already managed to put this together, as you'll see in today's thumbnail, as well as this locker showcase, which honestly looks so realistic, and I'd be really happy with this design if it comes out like this in the actual official thing, as well as what it may look like on reward screen again upon actually unlocking it. Next on here in terms of characters, we have TNTina, as you can see in the bottom right, which looks like it could have been mashed up with Ocean from Chapter 2 Season 3, as there's no mega noticeable change besides these 2 characters and the resemblances they show. Again, looking like this potentially in-game as an actual model, using a lot of variety between Ocean's kind of style and then TNTina's colours. And then on the very left, as many people wanted to see Ripley return from Chapter 2 Season 1, this is the 3rd and final character pin, which many people speculate, based off not being able to tell much about what skin it's fused with, like TNTina, to potentially be like a Ripley and Mancake remix. Honestly, this would look insane. As for the other pins, we have the Boogie Bomb, Sharks obviously confirmed to be returning, this kind of stereo thing right here, a Butterfly, this Clock Tower from Misty Meadows, and the Midas handprint with Chapter 2 Season 2 written on it. Recently leaked too, we've just seen the Fishpool skin finally, that initially appeared or was shown to us during the D23 livestream only in drawing form, but got decrypted and looks like this when we actually obtain it, but hasn't come to the item shop yet. Considering this was found in the 31.40 update though, I don't think it's going to be a part of this kind of OG or remix pass. On the other hand, it does imply the possibility in this final 31.40 update that we may see leaked in the files the Dead Peel skin, or they may be saving this again as another mashup skin between Agent Peely and Deadpool like we saw in the Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer for the remix pass. Again, this was shown in the D23 livestream that came out alongside all of the Peel Varine skins, but was the only Deadpool Peely or Dead Peel skin, which may look like this, again, that my thumbnail designers managed to put into game early. You'll be happy to know, however, with the recent temporary removal of the caffeinated emote from the shop, as it didn't have the original Sabrina Carpenter song, it was like a TikTok sped up version. Fortnite are updating this caffeinated emote to play the originally intended audio of Espresso in the upcoming 32.00 build, which, for those that don't know, is Chapter 2 Remix, and it will automatically update in everyone's locker if purchased, and will return to the item shop shortly after release. Anyone who purchased caffeinated prior to this adjustment will be able to return it without spending a ticket if they prefer. This means you can potentially get the 500 V-Bucks you spent on the emote back to put toward your OG pass, or buying it if you're not subscribed to the Fortnite crew, of course. Drop a like and subscribe with all notifications turned on, and don't forget I'm an Epic partner, so enter code FM1 for when that time does roll around of purchasing the OG or Remix pass. Nobody else is doing it like me and Charlie the Charcoal Pug, with a giant cutout of our code to simply show our love back to you guys, rocking it in the hashtag FM1 squad. YouTube knows where you want to go to next though, so click either of these 2 videos recommended on screen now whilst you wait for the next upload I do publish here on the channel.